Frankly speaking, I'm here now. Let's run it.
All right. Happy blessed Wednesday to each and every one of you who are already tuned in with us tonight. I pray that you have had a blessed Wednesday, and I hope it only gets better because you're tuned in to Frankly Speaking tonight. Do me a favor, those of you who are on Facebook already, somebody need to turn me down in the background. I'm hearing echo. Uh, those of you who are on Facebook, hit that share button for me now. Let me know you have indeed shared if you have not already. If you're watching on the YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, I need you to share, send that link out to at least three people. If you're on Facebook, tag three people in the comment section. What's up, Linda? What's up, Mika? Welcome to the chat, y'all. See you on Facebook there. Y'all go ahead and share. Thank you for tagging Miss Chrissy. Teresa, what's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see everybody coming on in. Man, look, I'm ready to get it popping tonight. For the past couple of weeks or so, we've been talking about what do men and women really want from each other when it comes to dating, when it comes to relationships. What are our desires? What are our expectations? I did 2 weeks of what do women really want. I did 1 week of what do men really want. And I came to the conclusion that when it comes to one another, we do indeed be tripping. So last week we did We Be Tripping Part 1. This week we are on We Be Tripping Part 2. And I'm telling y'all, tonight it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be amazing. It might even be a little controversial. I'm feeling a little controversial down in my spirit tonight. So buckle up your seatbelts, y'all. I need you to share. Go ahead and share if you have not shared yet. And let's have a good time tonight. I'm gonna introduce, as you see, I got the same fellas with me from last week, minus a couple. But I got some new ladies with us tonight, so it's going to be good. We get some fresh perspectives. So I'm going to let them start, and I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves to you, tell you who they are, what they do, whether they got a website or somewhere that you can reach them and zone into what they're doing individually. But I'm honored to have each and every one of them here tonight. I'm gonna start at the bottom. Let's start with Miss Rika. Miss Rika, what's up? Tell the people who you are, where you from, what you do.
So it's poppin'. I'm Rika Nadine, aka Nene. Period. So I have my own media company. It's called Seventh Tribe Media Company, where I'm playing CHH and Christian hip hop. Those who aren't really exposed to and that don't get on the billboards and stuff like that. And you can check me out on rikanadine.com. Period.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Welcome to Frankly Speaking, Rika. Miss Jalen, what's up? What's up? She's a returning guest to Frankly
I was
Speaking.
just about to say that. Don't say I'm a new guest.
Yeah. I'm sorry. You're a new guest to this conversation, but you're not a new guest to the show. Say what's up to the people.
I am Jalen. I'm from Memphis. I live here in Nashville now as of 5 years ago. CEO of Meet Plain Jane. That's meetplainjane.com. And I'm also an author, wrote 2 books. You can get both of those on my website or on Barnes & Noble.
All right. It's Miss Jalen B. And sorry for spelling your name wrong on the initial flyer.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's Jalen with a Y before the L. Yeah, I appreciate you. And then up top, Miss Mariah. What's up, Mariah? Say what's up to the people. Tell them who you are, what you do, where you from. We can't hear you, Mariah. What happened? Nope. Go out and come back in. Let's try it. Go out and come back in. We're going to get it right. All right, we're going to get it right. Money, say what's up right quick. Come off mute. There you go.
There we go. Yeah, so Money, I'm back again. It's my 3rd week in a row, man. I'm starting to feel like a veteran.
Listen.
Yeah, follow me on all platforms, especially Instagram. That's where I do most of my socializing. Money AMG. And shout out to the people that's giving me shout outs in the comments so far, man. I guess I'm getting somewhere.
Can you hear me now?
We hear you now, Mariah.
Okay. Hey, everybody. My name is Mariah Mullins. I am a mother. I've been at the post office for going on 10 years, and I also own an online boutique, Blossom by Mariah, blossombyMariah.com. And I'm here to have a good time tonight. I'm interested to see everybody's different perspectives. And I'm honored to be on here, actually.
Thank you for accepting my invitation. Tim, say what's up to the people again, man.
Yo, what up, man? I'm nervous. Rika, she over here looking at me like she just ready to just read me my rights. My heart's been beating ever since Mariah came on. And I thought Jalen was calling out tonight. So I'm nervous. Y'all can find me anywhere on the internet, Tim D. Clinton. I got a book out. But listen, I want y'all to go to my new website, Blackology, BLKology.com. We got new merch that's up now. So I want y'all to go now. I think tonight, hey Frank, I feel it tonight. So
all right.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good night.
Man, let's get into it. Y'all. I saw an interesting clip, and I'm gonna play the clip. And I posted on my social media earlier, but I know some of you still haven't saw it yet. So let's play the clip, and then we'll dive into it.
I believe in cheating respectfully. I never tell my man like, oh, you can go cheat on me.
So cheating respectfully to me is cheating where I don't find out, is having control over your other women, is using condoms and not having babies. Like, cheat respectfully, because believe it or not, your man is cheating. But I'm not leaving my man over a one-night stand with a period.
I will only leave my man for three things. You bring me home an STD, you have a baby on me, or if you gay. Everything else is work outable for me.
Yeah.
Well, you heard what the young lady said. She said that there's a such thing as cheating respectfully. She said that if you're her man, you need to cheat respectfully. If you're going to cheat, you need to use condoms. If you're going to cheat, don't bring her no STD. Don't bring no babies home. Everything else is work outable. So let's start with the obvious question here of the night. Can you cheat respectfully? Right? Anybody can go.
Well, I'll jump on out there. Okay, so I'm not going to completely say, because when I saw the clip at first, of course, you know the way I think. I'm like, no, this is foolish. But once I got to the end, and when you just broke it down, as in, don't bring a baby, STD, and what was the third one?
Wear condoms.
And condoms. Now, I'm not going to say those are passes to cheat. I just think that's a good philosophy for the relationship, period. I guess it's kind of like, well, dang, if you are going to cheat, the least you could do is not do these 3 things rather than, yeah, you get a hall pass to do so. Just don't do these 3 things. Does that make sense? It made sense in my head.
I get what you're saying.
So I feel like saying cheat respectfully is like a hall pass to do so. Rather than, how about you not let him know he can do it? He'll find out if it's workoutable once we talk about it. I don't think he needs to go in it knowing, well, she's going to forgive me if I use a condom. Or if I don't have a baby, we're going to be good. That's kind of like giving a...
What she says,
right?
She says in the beginning, she says that I would never tell a man that he can cheat. But men should cheat respectfully.
Okay, I'm gonna go back on mute while I marinate on it.
All right. Somebody else, come on. Let me hear. That was good, Jane.
I'll jump into that. Me personally, I don't share my toys. Okay, it's not an exception for me. Like, I don't share my toys. Even if he knows or don't know, don't play with me. And that's how I feel. And me personally, I feel like, in a way, you should kind of be afraid to lose your partner. Not necessarily afraid, but your partner should be so afraid to lose you that he wouldn't even think about cheating. You get what I'm saying? If you have a partner who really values you and respects you, he should think, like, this ain't even worth it. And if it is, he better think twice about it. You know what I mean? So going in, to me, when I heard what she said, it kind of sounded as if she just doesn't want to be embarrassed. Basically, because you can cheat, just don't embarrass me. Don't have a baby because everybody will know you cheated. Don't get me an STD because the doctors will know you cheated. Don't have, being with a man because that'll embarrass me. It just kind of sounded like she didn't want to be embarrassed, which means she really doesn't need to be in a relationship. You're not ready. You know what I mean? So cheating on me, like, I can't. We've all been cheated on. I'm sure we've all dealt with it. But it comes a time in your life where you got to know what you're willing to accept and not accept, and know your value. If you cheat, we'll deal with that because people deal with things differently. Cheating is not a deal breaker for everybody. But when it comes to me and how I feel, I don't share my toys. So I'm too territorial to even think that you cheating and you got these girls to the side, but just don't be vocal about it. That just doesn't sit right with me. So, people handle things differently, but with me, we just need to stop wasting each other's time. At that point, they should just be in an open relationship, especially if that's how she feels. I think she'll be more happy with that way if she's just in an open relationship. So that's my point.
Okay. Somebody else?
Frank, I think this is a show that the relationship standard is like at an all-time low. The fact that not just women, I know that was a clip of a woman, talking about respectfully cheating, but now it seems like people are being or conditioning themselves to settle for a low-class relationship. Because this is why when I was talking last week, Frank, the whole friendship piece, right? Like, we got to think from a mature level. It's not so much a friend zone. If we really friends, it's not going to cross my mind to even think about respectfully or not. I ain't got to do respect to even go sleep with another woman. And I understand, I be hearing these retarded guys like Kevin Samuels, and I know, like, some stuff I may agree, but for the most part, he's an idiot. But they talk about the high value guy, and this guy, if he got a 6 income, that this woman want him, or he can do this and he can do that. That's insane, man. And so I think, like, we can't lower the standard to respectfully cheating. I'd rather just say I just messed up. Baby, if you don't want to be with me, cool. First of all, and I'm done, like, to me, cheating is too expensive. And I'm too old now to be doing it. I've done it, but I'm 38 now. I'm running out of gas. So, that's where I'm at, Frank. I think that the standard is just the fact that she said that publicly is actually sad to even see a woman on national TV talking about respectfully cheating. Just don't bring no baby home. Something is wrong. Something happened in her relationships before whoever this man is, or it could have been something that happened in her home or something she's seen throughout her life. You know what I mean? That got her to that point. So I don't think it was just that little small clip. This is bad. And I got to get out of this game before it get even worse.
Rika, and then money. I'm gonna let you go on the back end of this because I already know it's about to get spicy. Go ahead, Rika.
I actually agree with the ladies. Mariah. I think I don't understand why she would consider cheating respectful. I think that shows her self-worth. I agree. Like, I don't think if you're going to be in a committed, now a high school relationship, okay, cheating, okay, a kid relationship, that's okay. But an adult relationship, there should be some loyalty. There should be loyalty. There should be so many other things. And cheating is not cute. Like, that's for the children. Like, if you're going to be a grown up, let's do grown up things. And loyalty is grown up things.
All right. Well, okay. So yeah, guess I'll be the one in the bad apple.
Go ahead, man.
Bad bunch. So as far as her terminology of cheating respectfully, I understand everybody's opinion on it, and I respect it. So I get it. Respectfully is just this whole trend that's going on right now. Same things they did when they was talking about entanglement. It's all the same thing. You see what I'm saying? We're just using different terminology to spruce up whatever the argument might be. But nevertheless, I agree with what she was saying. I'll be the one that, you know what I mean? I agree with what she was saying. She was saying no outside babies, no STDs, use condoms, whatever the case might be. And you also have to recognize what type of man you're dealing with. If you're going to put yourself in a position where you want a man that every other woman wants, then you have to understand the fact that if you want him, then there's hundreds other women that want him as well. The issue turns out it's just all in what Tim was saying as well too. It could be a maturity thing, it could be an age thing, it could be a multitude of different reasons. But nevertheless, if you look at that man and you find that man to be attractive, earning the amount of money that you want, he has the career you want, the resources you want, whatever the case might be, everything that you deem to be attractive to him, Mariah find him attractive, Rika would find him attractive, Jalen would, so on and so forth. The issue is that the type of men that women want now are, not just around the corner all the time, and they don't want just old regular Joe Blow. So since you don't want regular
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, so since you don't want regular Joe Blow, then there's gonna be some things that you might have to deal with this particular man that you're not used to. Not saying all men cheat, because black men don't cheat. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that all men cheat. It's just the simple fact of knowing what you're dealing with.
They getting bothered in the comment section, money. Go ahead.
I ain't even paying no attention yet.
Go ahead.
But they know this to be true. Every woman has at least dealt with a man that you deemed attractive, or it was a dude that every other woman wanted. And if you know that, then you know he has options. And I'm gonna say this last point, and I'm out. If you take a young dude that's been dealing with multiple women his entire life, we talking about teenage, all the way through middle school, through junior high, all through high school, all through college. He's never really settled down and had a serious relationship. If he's went years on years on years with multiple women, how all of a sudden do you feel like once he meets you, it's just all done? Pattern. Once he's had that many women, it's hard to just stop cold turkey like that. But I'm gonna stop. Cause I see Mariah giving me this look, so you can stop with her. Chime in.
Anybody want to give rebuttal to money?
I do. Let's be honest. Most men have a pattern. Okay, it's about growth and maturity and loyalty, like she said. Most men have a pattern. I feel like women shouldn't have to belittle or settle themselves to say, if I want a man with high standards who, you know, is attractive and has this going, that I should say, okay, well, you my man. And I know you're going to do this, but you better not embarrass me. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain. Men don't believe in second chances at all. I don't care how successful you are. I don't care how many men want you. I don't care if you got one kid, you the best mother, whatever. Men don't believe in second chances. So women have to really set the standard in the bar and what you willing to put up with. You know what I mean? Money, like, I knew you was gonna come with something like that. But what you said is true. I think in the situation at the clip that we saw, I think her morals aren't so much on commitment and loyalty and longevity. I think her morals is more so take care of me, make sure I'm good. You can pay for this, you can pay for that, and she's willing to settle with that versus having real love and commitment. Because I feel like when a man, now they say men will love you and still cheat on you, but I feel like a man who really respects you and values you and really wants to be with you won't push you through that, if that makes sense. So I agree with money because it is like that. You know, like we hate to admit it, but it is like that. But at the same time, know your worth and know that you really don't have to put up with it, because I really believe all men don't cheat. She said in the video that your man is gonna cheat on you. I think that's more so of her being a woman who has dealt with men who has women, or dealt with men who are married. So that's her pattern. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think all men cheat. Most of them, yeah, but I don't feel like all men cheat. So it's just really where your mindset is and where you see your future.
Man, right quick, before somebody else respond, I want to say what's up to everybody in the chat. We are above 100 viewers in between Facebook and YouTube and Twitch. So welcome everybody. Chris, I see you. Teresa, I see you. Antonio, I see you. Jessica, my little sister, Jessica Ray is in the building. Cousin Kizzy, what's up? What's up, Tia? What's up, Brittany Wood and everybody? What's up? What's up, Elisa? Listen. All right, somebody else want to say something to that?
I was just gonna go back to what Money was saying. And that's what I was trying to articulate in the beginning, that like, is there a way to respectfully do it if it's cheating? But the young lady who said it, I follow her for a while. She's been on several different reality shows. And I think to what Money was saying, when she further elaborated why she made the statement she made, Megan has dated nothing but athletes or entertainers. So obviously, 99% of the time, they're going to automatically assume they're going to be cheated on. It's just a matter of, like what Mariah said, it's just a matter of, are you going to still make sure I'm good, take care of me, but just don't embarrass me? I think that's where that type of mentality comes from. But I mean, we've always been taught that all men cheat. So it's kind of like, well, yeah, we do believe when we get in that one relationship where we're so in love that that's not going to happen to me. Well, how could he cheat on me? I'm me. And then it ends up happening. And then what? You know, so it's like, well, I've always been the one to say cheating is a deal breaker for me. We're not going to do the whole makeup type of thing. It's just going to be done after you do it. But getting older, yeah, you do start to weigh out the pros and cons of, well, what all exactly did you do? What am I willing to take? What were your feelings behind it? What were your thoughts behind it? So yeah, I think it's so easy to say, you know, what she said was wrong until it's you, and then what? Because your man's supposed to be different, right? So is your man going to get a pass versus the guy she's possibly talking about? I think it is just a matter of your experience and the surroundings that you put yourself in.
Oh, that was good. That was good. You said what happens when it's you, because it's oftentimes easy to look from the outside looking in. I ain't going to put up with this. I ain't going to do that. But when it's you and your marriage, and you have children involved, you have houses tied up together, you have assets tied up together, it might be a little different. Just consider. Rika, do you look like you brewing over there with something? Come on with it.
I'm never brewing. No, I'm kidding. Always brewing. But I don't know. I mean, I agree. What Jalen said to a certain point. I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know. I'm speechless because I can see her point. I can see Money's point. I can see everybody's point, but I've been put in the, like she said, everybody's been cheated on, but it's just a deal breaker for me. Like, it's not a and if or but. Like, you cheat, I'm out. Like, if you want me to be loyal, why shouldn't you be loyal? Let
me say something about that, if you don't mind. All right. So, not to cut you off. I'm sorry. I apologize. So then again, here I am because I'm seeing some of the comments. They gonna hit me, which cool.
I'm
Bring
so
smoke.
weak.
That's fine. That's fine. But ultimately, what I'm getting at is that relationships, if we all want to be honest, relationships are all risky. It's risky, bro. I don't care how long you date somebody, how long you talk to somebody. None of that matters. Once you get into an exclusive relationship with somebody, you have no control over what they're going to do. Just like men, we have grown to know, even though I'm, not these guys' age, but I'm saying I've grown to know myself. There's nothing you can do to stop a woman from doing whatever she's going to do. And the same vice versa with a man. If a man is with you, no matter how much you know him or whatever case might be, you can't stop him from doing anything he wants to do.
Money, let me ask you a question real quick. Hold on.
Go ahead, bro. Yeah.
So who is the closest person? Like, who your top 3 closest people to you?
Top 3 closest people to me. My homeboy B Smith. I would say, man, like it.
Okay, let's deal with B.
3 everybody knows. So
let's deal with B Smith. So, how long you been knowing B Smith?
I've been knowing B since about 6th grade.
Okay, so can you guarantee, with your entire life, you can trust B Smith?
I feel like it for sure.
Certain stuff that will happen, certain stuff that B Smith is gonna always have your back. There's certain stuff he ain't gonna do because of the relationship that y'all have.
For sure.
That's how we gotta walk into these relationships with the man and the woman. Yeah. We gotta build these relationships the same way. We can't build relationships on fear of thinking like, I can't, this person might do this. I can't stop him from doing this. But there has to be some type of expectation. And that expectation has to start from the foundation. We building these starry foundations. That's why we are unsure of what these relationships can end up being. So
I get where you're going with it. My only rebuttal to that would be is the fact that, like, we'll use B Smith for instance again. All right, the problem with the opposite sex or whatever goes ultimately what you've been saying for the last 2 weeks, which is getting in a relationship with somebody and literally being friends with them to the point where I'm friends with my partner B Smith. Because the problem is when you have 2 opposite people of sex and you try to merge them together, it's certain conversations that I might want to have with a woman that I don't feel like she's ready for, or she might judge me for, whatever case might be. I'm going to say this to all the women, whether y'all believe it or not. Men will not lie to you if you give them a relationship where they feel comfortable with telling you the truth. If a man feels comfortable with telling you the truth, he'll tell you the truth. If a man feels like he's got to walk on eggshells with his conversations, or he's got to monitor what he says to you and how he says it to you, eventually he's not going to be able to be his full self or tell you how he truly feels about certain things, which can cause him to sway other ways. I guarantee you his best friend know everything you don't know, and that's not what you want.
But money, and I'm gonna let Mariah come right after me. Money, when you say all this whole walking on eggshell, can we both agree that there's something wrong with the foundation? If you say, that's all I'm saying. Okay. There's got to be. If I feel like I gotta, when you really friends with the person you're in a relationship with, I ain't talking about these little kids on Instagram playing with WCWs and MCL. I'm a grown man. If we really friends offline, I'm not walking on egg. I'm coming. Hey, we need to talk. Sit down. Let's have this conversation. You gonna say what you gotta say. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Let's hug. Let's kiss. Let's watch a movie, and we gonna continue like you understand? I ain't gotta. When we depart, you ain't mad, and I ain't mad. I'm talking about a real relationship. These relationships is terrible. That's what's happening. Go ahead, Mariah. I'm sorry.
I would agree with you. Go ahead, Mo.
I was gonna agree with what Money said. I think now, being at the age that I am now, I'm finally in a relationship where I don't walk on eggshells, and I don't think he does either. Almost every decision that we make, we talk to each other about it. And I feel like that's my best friend. Like, I can come to him and talk to him about it. I know before it was hard to do those things, which do kind of make your relationship a little rocky, because you know, you do want to be able to tell your partner everything. And if you can't, I think that's the start of things that become issues. Just when they start talking to other women, that's when they start, because let's be real, most side pieces know way more than the main girl do. Let's just be 100% honest.
Look, you said that under the comment section on one of my shows. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Because it's true. Like, women will think that their man is all closed off and don't talk much whole time.
He just don't talk to you like that.
He just can't talk to you like that because he's not comfortable talking to you like that. But on the flip side, I do have to say, you could be your man's best friend and be comfortable with things he say. But I still don't think a man is going to tell you everything. I don't care how best friends you are. They still not going to tell you everything. Like, Money, let's be real. Like, I don't think they're going to tell you everything. I think some men feel like they have boundaries on what they should say, or they might feel like that woman might look at them a certain way. Me, on the other hand, I've always been an open book. I've always been the person that, look, you're a judgmental person. You're just going to have to judge me because this is who I am. This is what I bring to the table. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I don't think everybody's like this. So you can't expect everybody to be like that. But the best friend relationship, it definitely should be like that. It makes things so much smoother. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I don't think you should always tell your friends everything. And if this is your partner and this is who you're building with and you want to spend forever with, it only makes things easier. I swear it does. So if you really ain't friends, it ain't gonna work.
So since we're talking about being friends, can you be in a relationship where you are friends, but you agree? Is it okay for a woman to agree to allow her man to see other people? Is there something wrong with her co-signing or her preference to allow a man to do what he wants to, just as long as, if, like she said, he don't bring no babies, he don't bring no STDs, he uses protection with another one? Basically, she allows him to do what he wants to do as long as he protects her. Do y'all see something wrong with that? If she agrees to it, because then the cheating aspect is removed. It's no longer cheating. It's no longer dishonest. It's no longer doing anything behind her back. But she gives him permission to do so as long as he abides by these things. Do y'all see something wrong with that?
Something would be wrong with that for me, but not for her. Kudos to you, sister. It won't be nothing I'll be doing. I mean, if it works for them. I honestly, I know a couple now. I won't say he's free to do whatever he wants to do, but from time to time, they do like bring other people into the bedroom with them, as long as she gets to pick. And they're married. So, I mean, I guess, you know, it's whatever. We can frown our nose up at it, but if that's what works for them and it keeps the communication open, keeps them being friends, then I mean, I guess that's what would work. I don't personally see how it could work unless you're doing your own thing too. Y'all don't even really take each other serious, and it's kind of like, well, I'm just doing this until I'm done. But in a serious commitment, i.e. marriage, I don't really see it working. But I do know people who do it and it works.
So then you done seen it work.
Right, it just won't work for me.
Exactly.
So
I think
yeah.
I think that a lot of that works these days because let's be honest, a lot of women are lesbians nowadays. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest about it. So they're okay with their man doing these things because let's be real, 7 times out of 10, they're doing stuff with their man as well. So I feel like for me, it's not okay. I'm just territorial. I can't share. I can't see you with another woman. Just period. Like I ain't with that. You wouldn't want that, so I can't do that. But I think a lot of this 3-way stuff that's going on, or you can do whatever you want to do, baby. It's because 9 times out of 10, she's either with a woman or she's doing what she wants to do, or they're doing things together. I really don't, like she said, I don't see anything working like that long-term commitment wise. It's not gonna work. I mean, you gotta look at it like this. Your man ain't gonna allow you to go mess with Joe or Money or Tim on them. So why should you allow him that green card? Men do not give second chances, and let's be real, men do not share. So if your man lets you do that, best believe he has other women on his team. And that's just what it is.
She right. She right, bro. She right. But to your question though, if she allows it and that's that's what they agreed upon, absolutely, ain't nothing wrong with it. Because if she don't see nothing wrong with it, then should nobody else have no input to put, no judgment on them folks' relationship. If it's working for them, it's working for them.
Let me ask you this. Well, let me ask everybody.
Yeah.
What's the end game to it? Is it long term? Because like I'm trying to be like 60, 65, 70, walking around in my drawers with my wife. We old. We're going to get us a bite to eat. When you get older, your terms is different. You say something like bite to eat. We're going to, we're going to go on a picnic. So like, how long do this last? Like, I get it. We look good right now.
Until you tired.
But these same old booties, they going to drop.
Mm-hmm.
These same old titties going to drop. Eventually, that thing is not going to work as it worked in your mid-prime or your prime.
It's going to be a long time, brother. They got Viagra and everything.
Oh, man. So
you got plastic surgery and it all.
Yeah, brother. That ain't. It work a long time, brother.
So this is it's like a career now.
Well, no, the thing is, Tim, I'm gonna tell you the vibe I'm getting from Tim. All right, the vibe I'm getting from Tim is Tim is caught up in 2021 and how relationships are now, based on how relationships were and how they used to be. Now, hey, I'm totally with you. I would love for it to be how it probably was at that point in time. See, I'm a 90s baby. So all I can resort back to is like the natural women, like in the early 90s and how they looked, the Aaliyahs, the so on and so forth.
It was the coldest of all time.
Yeah, God, bro, the coldest.
Don't y'all start on this.
Look, I'm just saying they was the coldest, right? And now we've made it to a point now where relationships are at the point they are now because if we're gonna be honest about it, then a lot of women have made it to the point where it's so easy to get whatever you want. If it's easy for you to get pretty much whatever woman you want, and there's no standard. I remember when they had the whole 60, 90 days thing before they had sex with you, whatever case might be. It was a little harder for a man to get what he wanted. Now, most men want sex. And if I can get sex from you at that short amount of time, and I can get sex from her at that short amount of time, then usually when I get in a relationship, I'm going to still want the best of both worlds. I'm just giving y'all the real. This is nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving y'all the real.
I just got to say something, Frank.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, to Tim's defense, Of course, it's every woman's dream that I'm going to get my man. He's just going to be faithful to me. That's the way it's going to be. I, too, thought that the back then love was just what was on a pedestal. Like, they loved hard. They took care of their family. You didn't really see the women working like that. They just stayed home, took care of the kids. Like, that was the ideal standard of love. However, I just seen somebody in the comments say they got cheated on too. Exactly. That's the stuff that they didn't tell us. They just covered it up a little better. Because I'm now 26 and I'm hearing stories from when I was younger that I didn't know she hit him upside with a head with a pan, because they didn't let me see this. So they was cheating back then too. It was just more so the women stayed because, like I said, some of them weren't working. Some of them didn't have an education. They had stuff to lose, where nowadays, yeah, women are more independent. It's kind of like, well, I don't have to deal with this, so he's just going to move on to the next one. But also, in Money's defense, I feel like some of the women now, we do want that relationship that Tim is describing. However, everybody else is doing what Money talking about, so it's kind of like their self-worth is low, like Mariah said, to where it's kind of like, well, I just want a piece of a man. It don't even got to be a whole man. I just want a little yang, yang, yang. So I'm going to deal with what I can deal with while I can, just to say I have a man. But if you speak to some of those women, of course, they're not going to say that's what they want. That's not what they go into it thinking. We all go into it thinking we're going to change him. We are going to be the one that's going to make him not want the other women. But if that's what they're used to and that's what all the other women are giving, you feel like, okay, let me not come in so strong. Let me kind of dial it back. Let me see how long I can stay in the position I got. It is sad, but
let me ask y'all something.
Let
me ask y'all something. Everybody on this panel, how many of y'all grew up in church? Mariah, you the only one that didn't grow up in church?
No.
I'm a deacon in training.
Cool. Those of you in the chat, if you grew up in church, I just want you to put grew up in church, grew up in church, grew up in church. Just put I need you to put it now in the comment section. Grew up in church. Grew up in church. I'm trying to see something. Grew up in church. Let's see. All right. Come on, y'all. Hurry. Y'all lost your fingers. Y'all don't know if y'all grew up in church or not. No, everybody stop talking. Okay, here we go. Maybe it's my. Okay, everybody grew up in church. Grew up in church. I believe it's safe to say that 90%, just from what I'm seeing on top, about 95% of the people on this panel and in the chat grew up in church. All right. While Mariah did not grow up in church, she grew up in the South, in America. Okay. So our ideal of love, our idea of relationships, our idea of the way a man and woman should love one another is constructed under a certain umbrella. Hold on, Tim, I ain't done. So, if we go to other parts of the world, or even if we really take a good look at our Bibles, in the Old Testament, we will see men and women's interaction being a tad bit different than what we defined it today when it came to marriage, when it came to covering, when it came to the responsibility of a man to a woman and the responsibility of a woman to a man. So let me just ask y'all this. Do you believe that if you did not already have this standard or the status quo of what, because I'm hearing a lot of the mentality is low, the self-esteem is low. Why are you tolerating this? Why do you feel like this? Because we feel like there's a certain standard. I do too. I feel like it's a certain standard that a man and woman should live by when it comes to loving one another. But outside of the realms of my little world, our little worlds, there are other mentalities. So are we right to try to enforce the way we've been indoctrinated when it comes to relationships and look at other people's choices and decisions and say that that is wrong? Let me help you understand what I'm talking about. 15 years ago, we couldn't imagine that it would be okay for same-sex marriage to be such a norm. We couldn't imagine that everywhere we look on TV, we see a same-sex relationship. I mean, it's on every TV show, every movie. It's normal now. What used to be abnormal is now normal. So if that's now normal, have you all considered that 15 years from now, what we are debating about now is being nasty, abnormal, low self-esteem, that may be indeed the norm? Open relationships, polyamorous relationships, polygamy relationships. Will we still think about it now how we will then? That's just my question. Do y'all see where I'm going with that?
I totally
Tim,
agree.
go ahead.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead, Jayla.
Well, yeah, I totally agree, and I think it's safe to extend that grace only because it's also the same way when you meet someone who didn't grow up in church. You know, I'm dating a guy who church, he was scared he was gonna catch on fire if he got close. So obviously, my idea of love in a relationship is totally different from his. If he grew up with no mother, no father in an orphanage home, he's not going to know anything about what I view as love in a relationship if I grew up in a 2-parent home. So I think that to your, what you're saying, to your point, it is good to have the conversations to where we're not so judgy as in it's wrong. It's kind of like just to each his own, because I can extend that same grace to a person that I meet that is not going to think the same way. And it don't even have to be 15 years from now. I can meet them tomorrow and they won't agree with anything we're talking about right now if they haven't been exposed to it.
Yeah. So somebody asking the question. Let me deal with this. So are we trying to normalize cheating?
We're not. We're not going to do it.
So nothing I said had anything to do with cheating. It was, remember, I prefaced the first part with permission. And then I prefaced the second half of everything I said with it being normal for some people to be okay with seeing other people, yet still being two people, but being okay with seeing other people outside. So that's not the very definition of cheating. Is let's add betrayal, let's add sneakiness, let's add going behind somebody's back. Everything I'm talking about is done out in the open, that you are honest with one another. You have agreed to this thing. There was a couple on Insecure, Issa Rae show. Remember, they were in an open relationship. There was no backstabbing going on. They agreed to be in an open relationship. So that's not cheating. That's not what I'm talking about. Everybody on this panel, we've agreed that cheating is wrong. Everybody in the comment section, we agree that cheating is wrong. What I'm talking about right now is, let's make that an example, the inability to see something outside of our comfort zone as okay. Tim, go ahead. You had something to say.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with, or I don't think that norm dictates standard. Like, I can't just say how I grew up or what type of environment I grew up with, that I should lay that to the side and accept what's being accepted today. When you brought the church analogy, I definitely, like, I'm a product of the old school praying grandmother. She took me under her wing.
Yes, you are.
And she put a big suit on me and I sat on the front row.
Yes,
but I left church and went into toxic environments where 90% of my family ain't thinking about no Jesus. You understand what? So I get both sides. And to just to go kind of back to what Money was saying, my challenge is really not this day versus the days of the 90s. My problem is I think we are being influenced by a low-class culture. Trap music.
See,
music runs.
There go that word again. Low class.
Trap music. And I'm not ladies, please don't. But
see, Tio, you can't.
Listen, if Megan Thee Stallion is
no, Tio, no, sir,
done.
no, sir. So listen, look what you just did, Tio. Even though you came out of church, you are still the hardest thing to get away from is your first teachers. So you are still, even though you might not consider yourself religious because of you might not walk around speaking in tongues all the time. You might, do stuff that you wouldn't see other people doing that you grew up around. However, it's embedded in you to think that norms are a certain way. You just call trap music low class.
Very low class.
It's a whole culture of people that rock with it.
The message is no good. I'm dealing. And I'm not referring to just a one person because I know where people can go with this.
Yeah.
We canceling what kept families together. We don't really see the love songs how we used to see them in the R&B.
So they weren't cheating then. They weren't cheating then.
I'm not saying they wasn't cheating, but at least they had a message. We don't have a message. Megan Thee Stallion is our standard now.
But okay,
we listen to Lil Baby, Bootsy, Lil Durk, Wando. We got these cougars on Instagram showing I forgot I know we got two people.
Go ahead. No, you fine.
Everybody running to the gym because I gotta get in shape because I gotta be in competition because my man ain't gonna want to stay. Are y'all crazy? That's too much.
Tia.
If she got a belly, so what?
Hold on, Tia. So you don't know
I need some in my glass. Go ahead.
Yes, you do. You don't know no examples of couples who have been married 50 years. They have told you we ain't together because he ain't never stepped out. We ain't still together because he ain't had no people are still together 50 years later and they done been through some stuff. Like every old couple I know, they'll tell you, yeah, he used to do what he did. So I don't see the correlation between music and the difference of people. Niggas was niggas then, niggas are niggas now.
But Frank, I'd rather listen to 50 years than these relationships don't even last 50 days.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though, Tim, those relationships, those marriages that we look up to, they didn't been through the storm and rain.
But I guarantee you, if you sat down with a couple that's been together,
look at that. We got somebody. Sister Glasgow said she researched family. His folks been cheating.
Man, I ain't think about. No, I ain't gonna say that.
And Meg Thee Stallion wasn't even out back then.
Frank, I guarantee you, if we sit a couple down that's been together for 50 years and you ask them how did they build their relationship in the beginning, the 50 years will make sense. These kids don't have no clue because they're listening to Cardi B and that. Oh my God.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Money. Let's go, Money. I'm ready.
Come on, Money, because I know you got some. This just sounds like.
And Rika, you gotta hop in here too. Now we need to hear that radio voice too every now and then.
My thing with Tim is, so Tim getting on the music and the culture, man, I totally understand it because, like he said, it's the message. But even deeper than Nick, he brought up a couple of people. He brought up like Megan Thee Stallion. He brought up like Cardi B. All these type of
Megan Thee Stallion got some strong knees.
Man, come on, you get what I'm saying? And all this still, and he talked about the Cougars on Instagram. All this ties into the fact that if you are a young man right now, and you see 6 here, 6 here, 6, see, Tim, now that's the difference. Now you talk about back then, You weren't seeing women halfway naked and then still being, looked at as wife material, whatever the case might be. Now, dog, it's everywhere, which lowers the value of the good women that's out here, because now they're getting overlooked because everything is so accessible to men as it is right now. So I get where he going with the message, with the music, and all that good stuff. But it's we are also in the part that the other big difference is not just the music, it's the fact we're in the social media era. So everybody has access to everybody at a click of a button. The fact that everybody is accessible like that makes it so much harder for you to just lock in with one person because everybody's accessible. You know what I mean? It's just social media time. So it ain't just the music. It's the fact that social media is blown up. You can holler at whoever I can send Megan Thee Stallion a message right now. She might not look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
she ain't gonna look at that cool.
Exactly, she ain't gonna look at it. But I'm just saying the access to her is available to me whenever I want it to be. And that's just where we at right now.
Let me ask y'all something, because we kind of hard on the men tonight. So I want the ladies on here to be really honest. Now I'm talking about in the comment section. They going in on the fella.
They going in on me? I don't see nothing.
No, not you. They on your side, Tim, because you know.
They at me. It's okay.
Yeah, they at money. They at money. To my three ladies on the panel, first of all, let me define cheating. Cheating to me is anything that you do behind your partner's back that you wouldn't want them doing. So that just does not have to be sex. That could be conversation. Uh, that could be flirting. Anything that you would be pissed off if you found out your partner was doing that you're doing, to me, that's dishonest and that's cheating. Can we agree on that? All right. So out of the three ladies on here, how many of you all have ever cheated before? So 2 out of 3. Jalen, you ain't never cheated before. In no way.
Philosophy that if I feel like I'm about to or that I want to, I should just leave you and dislike.
Look at Tia.
I just go ahead and give you the boot because once I'm locked in, I'm locked in. So if I even have an inkling that I want to go talk to somebody else, you've already failed, and we might as well hang it up.
And while they're talking, while they're answering, hold on, Mark. While they're answering, I want the ladies in the comment section. If you ever cheated before, just put yes, I've cheated. Let's be honest tonight. Just say yes, I've cheated. Ladies in the comment section, I want to see. Go ahead, Mariah.
You know what's crazy? I used to answer that question the same way you just answered it. People used to ask me, have you cheated before? And I used to be like, no, because I always felt like cheating was physical or going out with a person or stepping out, embarrassing a person. I didn't think that coming back in Instagram DMs was cheating or stuff like that. But it is, because I would get mad if you're entertaining or somebody or embarrassing somebody. You know what I mean? So if we're going to do the range of cheating and embarrassing and things that we don't like, I think pretty much all of us have done that. But, that's my opinion.
Yo, let's deal with this on the screen.
I was just about to ask that.
Sister Chris Smith says, is it even cheating if you're not married? I'm going to let y'all deal with it. Come on. And let's answer this question.
I say yes, because everybody really don't believe in marriage. Everybody don't believe in marriage. That's not everybody's goal to be married. You see a lot of people who have homes together and businesses that's not married, but they have a committed relationship. So you can't really say that. I guess in the certain terms, it won't be cheating, but yes, it's cheating. Don't play. Yes.
Rika, what you think on that?
I agree. I think if you and your how do I put this? If you and the opposite sex, or you or a friend or a partner sit down and have the conversation like, you my man and I'm your woman, cheating, how do I put this? How do I put this? I think cheating.
Lay it on us.
I think it can be cheating. I think but can you cheat in a relation? I mean, in a friendship? I don't think you can cheat in a friendship. So if you say you're in a relationship and you cheat, I mean, it's cheating, even if you're not married. But I want to go back to the point where you ask, have we cheated? When a woman cheats and a man cheats, there's two different. When a man cheats, he's cheating. A man can cheat, go out and cheat and do it once. A woman, if she cheats, she gonna keep seeing that man. She gonna keep going back to him. And say another man pop up, she gonna keep going to that man. Like it's there's just a difference. When a woman cheats, she's leaving emotionally. She's leaving.
It ain't no one-time thing.
Right. It's not a one-time thing. When a man cheats, he's, he'll come back. I'm sure he'll come back because it's all about that's what I get out of it. That's just me.
So you telling me, hold up now, Rika. Hold up now. So you telling me that all women who cheat are leaving? That's what you're saying.
I think if she's a mature woman, I think if she cheats, she's leaving slowly but surely. I mean, I can only speak for
Jalen
myself.
and Mariah, y'all agree with it?
I don't.
No, I don't.
And it's not so more so for me. It's just that I know people women that they didn't go nowhere. And I also know men who cheated emotionally too. Like men don't just cheat physically. I know men who cheat emotionally too. So yeah, I have to disagree.
So when y'all say emotional cheating, what does that mean?
Texting, talking, confiding in, instead of you have a bad day or something traumatic happens, you don't call your wife, you call sister girl. That's you opening up to her about things the first person you should be going to is your woman. So you're going to her with your problems, your insecurities, you're opening up to her emotionally rather than talking to your spouse or your partner. I think that's emotionally, at least for me.
Yeah, I have to agree with her. I know a lot of women who cheat and don't go anywhere. And let's be real, Tim and Money, I'm sure y'all know a lot of women who have men who've cheated and didn't go nowhere. You know what I mean? So I don't always agree with that. But also what Rika said, I feel like that thought process, which I'm not knocking it at all, I think that's why a lot of men think the way that they do. Oh, you cheated on me. You love that man. You know what I mean? I'm not speaking for myself. I'm speaking on different situations. Oh, you cheated on me. You must love that man. You really it's 2021, okay? You really got some savage females out here who can act just like men do. And I know men don't want to accept that and understand that.
I accept it.
Women out here who really are moving like guys nowadays financially, the way they run their businesses, the way they run their sex life, the way they run their households. I mean, that's not traditional, but it's reality. You know what I mean? I feel like me personally, I'm kind of like Jalen when she said, hey, if I'm cheating on you, I'm already moonwalking out the door because I don't want to be here. I don't like being hurt. I don't like being cheated on. So I'll go ahead. If I feel like it's getting to that level, let's move on. We're all young, for the most part. So why not go ahead and remove yourself out of this situation? You're not ugly, you're attractive, you're successful. You can do that. Versus the situations that we talk about a woman who needs a man. She can't just leave and go build another life for herself because she's relying on this man to take care of her. That's none of our situations, so that's not how we look on things. But you got to understand, like, there are women who can cheat and go home and if she wanted to have sex again with her man. So I just think men think, because kind of how Rika think, well, if I cheat on you, it's because I'm going to go keep messing with him because I don't feel in love with him. That's not always the case. And it sucks, but it's just not always the case.
All right. Go. You finna say something, Money?
Okay. I was just piggybacking on what they was talking about. Yeah, most men do feel like if you cheat with a dude or whatever the case might be, first of all, let's go back to what Mo was saying on the first part of this. If you cheat with a dude that thinks like I think, then you out of here. Like, there's no point blank period. There's nothing to it. It's just you out of here simply because. And I was having this conversation with a friend of mine, and I just jumping this just for a second or two, if y'all can follow what I'm saying. If you look at the complete minimum basics of how men and women get together, right? We're not talking about as far as her degrees or the money that she has or the bag she's bringing to the table. We're not talking about characteristics. We're not talking about nothing. We're talking about the complete basics from 1920s to now. All right. Usually it's we get together because as a man, you're told to protect and provide, correct? I think we all agree that protect and provide.
Yeah.
All right. And in return to their relationship, because relationships are about trade-offs, no matter how we look at it, relationships are about trade-offs. So if a man is told, okay, to provide and protect, then in return, what are we usually getting from the woman? It's usually sex and then her taking care of the household. Do we agree to that? Or we got okay, all right, Tim, come on, Tim, jump in there.
I don't agree with that either.
Okay, cool. That's why
Because
I want to have this conversation.
see, I don't even like that notion of
Roles.
of sex being something that's for the man. Because
okay, go ahead. Why you say that?
Well, yeah, nowadays, but I think he talking
because
about the basics of what we were taught, right? No,
she getting off more times than you in a session. So yeah, it ain't just for the man. Yeah, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So to my point. So basically where I'm getting it is on, like I said, on the minimal basics of how we're looking at this. We're getting from women what we can't give to ourselves. We can't have sex with ourselves. Like, we can do other things to please ourselves temporarily, but women gives up. We can't produce children without having sex with a woman. Period. Right?
Yeah.
So under those bases, the terms that we kind of come to is I protect and provide, and in return, I seek sex from only you, and we're talking about exclusive relationships, exclusive, not everybody else. All right. So if we're exclusive, I'm getting this from you, and I'm giving you this. If any situation where the woman end up having sex with somebody else, the way I view it is, you broke the whole basis of how we ended up getting together. If we're exclusive, I'm getting sex from you, or you're giving sex to me exclusively. If you go have sex with another man, then you just broke the whole thing of the basis that we got on. Because if we ask this question of the three women on the panel and the other women is in the comments, right? If a man cheats on you, y'all exclusive. If a man cheats on you, are you upset the fact that he cheated on you and had sex with this woman? Or would you be more upset at the fact that he bought her a house, bought her a Benz, whatever case might be, bought her the same things that he's bought you, right? Most times, most women gonna say, okay, it ain't even about the sex. It's the fact he's providing for her. Right?
Okay.
Since he's
providing
for her,
now you hitting on something now. You hitting on something now, cuz.
I'm supposed to be providing for you. So if those are the terms and the basis that we got together on, if I'm protecting and providing for you, and I'm protecting and providing for another woman in the same manner that I'm doing you, I'm breaking the whole code. If you as a woman go have sex with another man, you are breaking the whole code of what our exclusivity is with the relationship as far as the man goes. This is how I'm viewing it. I could be wrong, but that's why we here on the panel.
I get the thought process, even though we may not all agree. I get the thought process. Go ahead, Mariah.
Look at Mo.
Don't play with me, period. I get where you going with that money. I promise I do, and I want to understand, and I want to say you're right.
She
but
agree.
at the same time, just as much as men love sex, we do too. I don't want my Winnie Wacker going nowhere else. Okay, I don't.
What you call it, Mo?
We on the Christian site, so Winnie Wacker.
Go ahead.
It's just as a woman, especially if I'm loyal and faithful and building with you and growing with you, all of it is gonna piss me off. All of it is gonna hurt me. Like the smallest things. I feel like women don't care about certain things when they don't genuinely care about you. If you are mine and we together, the Winnie Wacker too. Don't let it be oral too. Oh, I'm sick. I'm sick, and you could have not bought a chicken and biscuit from McDonald's. You know what I mean? I don't care if you treat her like a side piece or treat her like a main piece. It's gonna hurt equally because you disloyal, and you know what I mean. Now you just somebody I'm talking to, somebody I'm just going to Firebirds with. Do you, boo? But if you my man, it hurts. Don't play with me because I'm not gonna play with you. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna embarrass you because let's be real. Men can dish it, but they can't take it. You know what I mean? Y'all can't take it. And like I tell my friends all the time, men don't give second chances. So if you're gonna give them a second chance, which I'm not against, because like I said, people are different. You really have to sit there and analyze that you taking somebody back. So it's a 50% chance he gonna do right. Now let's be real. It's a 40% chance he gonna do right, and it's a 60% chance he gonna do it again because you took him back.
Hey Trey, it's Erica.
I'm done, Frank. I'm done.
What's Tinder?
I'm done.
What you doing with Till?
Let me put my email in.
All right, look, y'all. I want to circle back around or something. I want to circle back around, and okay, here it is. We're talking about cheating emotionally. We were talking about cheating emotionally. And we defined that. I think it was Jalen. That defined it as once, maybe Jalen or Mariah. Maybe both of y'all kind of hinting at the same thing. That cheating emotionally is when you have conversations with someone, and when it really should be your significant other that should be having to come. So in an opposite sex friendship, you got a best friend that's the opposite sex. Ladies, yeah, go ahead, take your sip. Ladies, you got a male best friend. Men, you have a female best friend. Can you be cheating emotionally with your best friend? Like you tell them stuff.
Yes.
Before you tell them stuff, and it becomes.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead, Jalen.
Yes. I don't care if you've known her since you was in diapers. Your point is there's still a woman who not your mother that you went and decided you open up to. No. Honestly. I can't even say that. I can't honestly say that because I have a guy best friend. We've been best friends since we was in college. However, there's no way I would call Chris and tell him about something before my man. And that's the same level of respect I'm going to want. I don't care if it's your god sister, your best friend. If it's something that deep or that I would consider emotional, or if I found out you told her before me and you can be like, oh yeah, I told such and such and she felt this way. I'm going to be like, so when did you call her? Because I'm just not finding out now, and she knew a week ago. So to me, I wouldn't say it's maybe cheating. If it's someone you've known that long, like a god sister or a best friend, I wouldn't necessarily say it's cheating, but it's probably still would sting. Yeah, it probably still would sting, but if it's the person you say it is and not some random woman that you go get drinks with on the weekends, it may not hurt that bad, but it's still a level of respect. I still would probably feel away if you went and opened up to somebody else, any other woman, about something that I found out about after all of them found out. Yeah, it's probably not.
I need a scenario example.
I.e., you was okay. I'll give an example. I was dating a guy who's in the Navy, and he was going for some eval, E3, somebody test. I act like I knew I did some kind of test, and so he was studying for, really amped up about it, excited about it, like nervous. Texted me before, okay, babe, I'm about to go take the test. Wish me luck, blah blah blah. So he went to take it. Afterwards, he was like, well, we ain't gonna talk about it till I get the results. I'll know in about a week or so. In a week or so, if I'm, we having a conversation about it, and it's like, hey, how did you do on it? Did you get it? And you kind of like, yeah, I got it. Or and I'll say no, I didn't get it. But I ain't even messed up about it. I talked to Shandrika about it, and you know, she let me know that I'm gonna be good though. She told me X, Y, Z. Well, why does Chandrika know that the result came back and me and you was bonding over how nervous you were, and so she has consoled you when there's something that I should have been doing. Yeah.
Hey Frank. So
Right. Come on, Tim.
I'm trying to think, how can I say it? Because I hope they're not listening. So I had the best friend, right? And so let me tell you, women out there now, I'm never doing that. A woman being my best friend because she ruined my relationship. I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? So I'm in a relationship with this beautiful young lady, and I had a girl that we was best friends. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. I'm talking about as a grown man, I got a best friend. Like I fell off, right? And
And
so
it's a female.
and so I was kind of afraid because my best friend was like an alpha dominant, right? And she was kind of like territorial of the relationship that me and her had. I never knocked it down. We never flirted. I never slid. No, we were legit. Like Jalen said, we kind of grew up together. But when it was time for the meetup, it got real tense. And I couldn't really I thought I was powerful until that moment happened. I didn't really know how to break the ice. So for me, no woman wants her man confiding into a whole nother woman. You understand? Unless we just all friends. Like if we all need to sit at the table and you best friends with her? Okay, she's my best friend too. What the hell did y'all talk about last night? You understand what I'm saying? It can't be a conversation with her and a conversation. Hey fellas, I'm telling you, that's not gonna work. I tried it. And me and the girl, we friends, but that best, nah, that's gonna mess you up in the long run. That's gonna mess you up. You don't
So
need
fellas,
no
fellas, are you okay? Would you be okay being in a relationship with a woman that has a male best friend?
Yeah.
I gotta know.
I don't need all that. That's too much.
I gotta know.
We best friends. Once I come in, that's over with. You can be his friend, but when you ain't no best friend, that nigga, he can't just walk up and knock on my door talking about I need to speak to such and such. What? Come on, I'm a grown man.
You're looking at it wrong because you're looking at it from the wrong perspective. If you got
I'm hurt.
woman or real woman, gonna make sure y'all meet, y'all click, and y'all good anyway. It ain't gonna be no, hey, where she at? You gonna have his number because you should be able to call him and he should be able to call you. So it's the woman that messed that up to where the boundaries weren't set. Because there's no way I'm gonna bring any man that I'm seriously committed with. As soon as they meet me, I let them know in the dating stage I have a guy best friend. And yes, you can meet him when the time's right. Y'all can go get drinks together without me. That's the woman's job to set that up, as well as the man's job. You have a girl best friend, and I'm a side eye you, but let me meet her. Let me pick up her energy. Let me see how you act around me in front of her. That eliminates all the whole confusion of who's the woman, who's the best friend thing. I think the boundaries have to be set.
Frank,
I want to go ahead, Tim.
You know what, Jay? I don't even mind her having a best friend. But I don't want her talking about how me and her had some good. I don't want to be in the group chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be telling her how big my thing.
And that's our best friend is. You know,
I don't want that. That's just too much. I need counsel.
I want to address this. Nisa says my best friend is a man. We speak all the time, but there's no attraction on my behalf. He wants me though.
Then he's not your best friend.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
Okay, let me say this. Like, I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but me and Money are like really, really good friends. Like, I would say that he's my guy best friend, and I also have two more guy best friends. Nothing ever between us. And I think it's important sometimes to have that other friend. And I'm gonna tell you why. You can't tell your homegirls everything. I can't tell my homegirl that my man did this. I gotta call my homeboy and say, look, you a man, why he do this? I need to know your opinion. Why he do this? What you think about this? Am I tripping? Because your homegirl always gonna be like, girl, leave him. He don't love you. He wrong. He loved that girl. If he even text her, he love they smashing. Da da da. You need that level-minded to call your homeboy and be like, look, like he gonna be like, Mariah, you tripping? Like he a man. Da 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 da. You gotta kind of have that balance, especially if you. I have a brother, but if women don't have brothers or that male figure in their role, like I've been friends with Money since high school. So I know my place. I don't call him after certain hours. I don't text him after certain hours. When I call Money, I ask about people. Like I don't single nobody out, whoever he's with at the time. So it's all about respect. Even my other homeboys, sometimes if I want to get up with my homeboy, I invite them both. I hit her up instead of him. So I feel like it's about, like you said, if we all can hang out, we all can be together. How was your vibe? I'm pretty sure all my homeboys know what's up with me. Like I'm really one of the bros to a certain extent. You know what I mean? And that's how it should be. Now, if you're around somebody, you like how she said, he's my best friend, but he like me though. That's not your best friend. Y'all playing games. That's childish. You know what I mean? And it's situations like that makes men or women not want you to be in a situation. But you do have women who I think y'all talked about this on the podcast when I wasn't on here about if she ugly, the women don't care. You get what I'm saying? If she ugly, they can be your homegirl. But if she good looking, she can't be your friend. I don't care if y'all was in diapers together. That's insecurity and it needs to be addressed. You know, but I've never stepped in a relationship and didn't tell my man, look, I got 3 homeboys, Money outstanding. You know, you're going to meet them. They're going to be there. They're my road dogs. And that's important. Don't sit here and date me 9 months and then you got a friend named Cindy. That ain't your friend. I don't know who Cindy is. Don't play with me. You know, and I think that's how a lot of people do. And 9 times out of 10, let's be honest. Most dudes, when they call somebody they sis, they was doing some stuff, and then
that's not true.
That is so true.
That's not true.
You were doing good.
That's not true. You was doing so good. You was doing so good. That's not true at all. That's not true.
And I'm gonna tell you this: a lot of men. Let's be honest.
Men don't do that. Women do that.
Women do it too. But let's be honest: if a man
men don't do that.
If a man has sex with a woman, I'm talking about just sex, because men can just have sex like they buy potato chips. Okay. If a man just have sex, he'll see her out and be like, "Oh, she cool. I know her. She cool people." Da, 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 da. Like cool. Y'all didn't do nothing.
Cool is different from this. My sister.
You a hey sis? What's up, sis? Oh,
no, absolutely. None of the men I know do that.
I'm not saying the men that you know, but men do that.
No. None of the men I know are guilty of that.
And that's just what that is.
Okay, money don't do it. Tim, do you do that? Have you ever called a woman you smashed, sister?
Hold on, let me think.
Oh man, okay, all right.
No,
hey, if he said yeah,
no, he said no. He said no.
I had to think for a minute.
Men,
I just said praise the Lord, but I ain't.
Men, I don't know, Mariah. I can't agree with that. I do not know men who do that. Now, women do it all the time.
No, we don't.
That's a women thing.
Oh, he cool people, just like y'all do.
I think my problem is I'm too honest. I've been out before, out to eat, and a guy come up and speak. I'm like, oh, this such and such, and when the guy walk off, I'm like, I hate sex with him. It's just I just want you to go know, because I don't want you to be seeing him out nowhere and y'all dapped up and you thinking this your friend. Nah, he can't be your friend.
You an OG, Jay. You OG.
But you know what? I'm like that too. But every man cannot handle that.
Yeah,
every man cannot handle that.
I thought I was doing the right thing by being forthcoming. But then I don't know, maybe I've dated insecure guys, but I'll get to the point where they get to like, I don't want to know everything you do. Well, I'm thinking I'm doing you a favor. You know.
Look at the screen, please.
Hey.
Look at the screen, please.
Well, we don't know Chris Smith.
She's
See what I'm saying?
What's crazy? They do want to know. They do want to know, Jalen. They want to know, but they want you to lie to them. Men want you to lie to them. They don't want to know the truth. They think they want to know.
All right, Tim, I'm out.
They think they want to know the truth, but when you give them the truth, they can't handle it.
Hit me later, Money.
Let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. You know how men say we can't be vulnerable? We can't be vulnerable because when I'm vulnerable with you, you turn around and you use it against us.
They use it against you.
If you tell a man that you smashed somebody when they walked in, he gonna be cool for a minute.
He gonna look him up and down,
No,
and
you
next
just
thing you
around
know,
here
he's talking about his
smashing
haircut.
No, wait a minute, Mariah. You gotta
Okay.
stop.
Let me ask Rika this.
All right.
Could you date a man who has a good friend that he used to be intimate with?
No.
They just friends now, but they used to juice, they used to smash, they used to participate in knee ministry together.
I can't. No, I can't. No. I don't know. Maybe I'm different. When you're in a relationship with me, there are no other females, period. I don't care if y'all were friends before. And especially if
Hold
y'all
on. So
y'all
who you date can't have no female friends?
No.
At
But
all.
then it's like it's a double standard because I'm like I want you to be cool with me having a male friend, but you can have a female friend.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Period. I'm just saying that's just
No,
me.
ma'am.
That's tough.
Hell to the no, to the no.
You asked her, you can't get mad at her answer.
No. No. Lift your
Rika,
hands. You're going to get delivered tonight.
I don't want to go against it. This is no shade. But we on a panel and we're here to keep it raw. That sound like a little insecurity to me. Like, that's just me personally. I'm going to be honest, especially with the double standard of I can do it, but you can't. We can't point the finger at the men and say, okay, you can go ahead and say, but I can't, or vice versa. And then you say, even if she before me, you can't be the friend, but I need to be able to have 5 guy friends. Like, how does that work? We know they don't work in no man's planet, period. You know, but like, you know, that would kind of rub off if I was a guy, you know, to kind of like, why? Like, well, I got a follow-up
question for you, Rika. When you meet them and you tell them no, they can't have any girlfriends, how do they respond?
It's different. For a younger man, they're like, no, this is not gonna be cool. Y'all need to be cool and this and that. But with the older guy, they're like, okay, but deep down inside, I know that they have a female friend. And yes, it can be an insecurity thing, but it could also be just how I am when it comes to my experiences. With my experiences, oh yeah, like I know in the back of my head that you have a female friend, but I don't want to see her around. Does that make sense? I don't want her pulling. How that don't make sense? I don't want her pulling up. No. It's okay if y'all texting and it's like I know that you have a female friend, but I don't know. Like she ain't around.
Sounds like? You know what that sounds like? That sounds like the video from the beginning.
You respect
I mean, it do a little bit. It do a little bit. You know what I mean? I get it.
That also goes
I'm drained.
That goes back to what Money was saying about men having to walk on eggshells. Like if you don't want a man to come as he is or how he is, then it's kind of like, oh, she don't want me to have this girlfriend, but I really like her. She's beautiful. She has a lot going for herself. I'm gonna talk to her, but I'm not gonna tell her about me talking to Mariah, my homegirl, genuine homegirl on the side. Which you gotta understand, even though it might not even be that also comes with other women. Like he can't tell you certain things. Now he's talking and confiding in other women because he has to walk on eggshells just because you don't want him to be friends with somebody who probably you and her could have a great relationship if you allowed it. But I also understand the experiences. You know what I mean? Things you've been through. We also keep our guard up about certain things that we've experienced. So I totally understand it too.
What?
Hey Frank.
Go ahead.
And the ladies, y'all better agree, or I'm kicking y'all all off the stage. The insecurity only taps into the unattractive. Because if she was 500 pounds, big, out of shape, don't look like nothing, she can spend a night. we can all sleep in the same bed. But if she look, Jalen, if she look good.
I think that he only gonna cheat with somebody cute. Anytime I got cheated on, she was never cute. So what are you talking about? It's not about looks. I don't care if she's
right. But China has no face.
500
China has no face
at all. So continue, Tim.
I'm done. Go ahead, Frank.
you want me to put them off the stage, Tim?
Please,
one by one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Money, am I right about that money? Money. Am I right about that?
Man, look, I said that like 2 episodes ago. Where I was like, man, women only care when she looks like something. Boy, I get where Jaden's coming from. Boy, I'm not about putting men or women down. So I'm not gonna talk about whoever it was that did that. But the guys that I know, not just smashing no in and everything. Like she gotta look like something for sure. So
Yeah, so we just gonna talk for a minute.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Frank. I got time.
We just gonna talk for a minute because I don't know what they backstage talking about. Rika talking about something. She can have male friends, but he can't have female friends. That is absolutely
like I'm
insane. What are they talking about,
bro?
Hey, Keisha.
Can I say this?
Go ahead. Why they off screen before I bring them on? Right?
Because they can still hear this, right?
Yeah, they can still hear.
Because I need her to hear this. As a man, and I'm speaking on behalf of men, Rika, if men find you attractive and you first of all, it's two types of men. If you meet a man and you tell a man straight up, hey, I've got male friends, but you can't have a male friend.
Right.
All right. I ain't trying to down another dude. He either a sucker and he gonna apply to it where it's okay, it's cool. Or number two, you got the dude who gonna say, oh yeah, okay, he want to smash. He gonna be like, yeah, okay, cool. I ain't got no best friend or whatever. Tell you whatever you want to hear, just to get what he gonna get, and then be out of there. So I mean, this goes back to what I was saying at first. If you give a man a comfortability spot where he's able to tell you the truth, he ain't gonna lie to you. But if you come in there with the ultimatum where you telling him you can't have no best friend, he just gonna say, okay, I ain't got no best friend. And then get whatever it is he trying to get out of you, and then he out. So like, yeah. I don't know if you might not want it. So I'm just
man, we having fun tonight. Y'all are tuned in to Frankly Speaking, man. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Rika, you got me on that one tonight.
Man.
Just the double standard, the double standard alone is very interesting.
I'm done with it.
But to be honest, now that I think about it, I know a lot of women kind of like it. They might not necessarily verbally express it like Rika did tonight, but they honestly kind of do feel like that. They kind of feel like for some reason, any woman that you would be cool with, it had to be something going on at some point, or she wants you. That's just from my experience. You see, you on mute, money.
I was like, yeah, it's just what we've been saying, man. You just can't have, especially in your case, it's just you. You can't have. They don't want you to have an attractive friend that's been around. No matter how many times you tell them, hey, look, I ain't never had no relationship with this girl. Like, we literally cool. It's been my homegirl forever. Bro, they not trying to hear that. Soon as your friend walk in the room and she look like something, she want to know why you ain't tried her. Is what she want to know.
Say
okay.
Some women.
Tonight, buddy.
All women.
Yeah. Come on.
Not all women. I swear I've never been that girl. I like pretty women. Hey girl. I'm not that type of person. I don't. So what? I look good too. Hey girl, we can be friends. I don't automatically assume, well, why you ain't never try to talk to her. I just pay attention. My discernment is strong. I'ma just watch how y'all interact. That's gonna answer any questions I got in my head anyways. I'm gonna meet her like nothing's wrong and watch y'all talk and interact. That'll answer whatever questions I got. Like, I don't have to assume you dated her. If you said you never dated her, you never had sex with her, she just cool. If you're not showing me anything to contradict it, what is there to investigate?
I need every man that's on the line tonight. I need y'all to pay attention to how Jay just said, hey girl. That hey girl is the indication that is going to be a problem real quick.
That's not true.
Hey, when she said, hey girl, you better get nervous. You better start explaining.
You
better start saying that the school y'all went to together. You better say something. Because hey girl is not the introduction to the friendship or whatever you got going. Hey girl is, who the hell is this?
Now when he introduced her, he need to be saying who she is. I shouldn't ask.
Hey,
it's your woman. Hi, this is my girl, Jalen. This is my friend, such and such. Hi,
Look at Jay's mannerism right now. Like, she bouncing back, she clapping, she doing everything. When she do this, hey girl, like
oh God.
So let me ask y'all this, just point blank period. Just point blank period. I want a black and white answer on this. Would you ever be okay dating someone who has a close friend that they used to be intimate with? Period.
No.
Everybody answer. I need everybody.
No,
What you say? What you say? What you say?
absolutely not. If
Say it one
you're
more time,
not
Ray.
doing that, it's a wrap. No.
Would
it's
you
not
ever
your
be
wrap.
cool with dating someone that has a close friend that they used to be intimate with?
I don't. I'll be the last to answer this.
No.
Me and Tim gonna be the last. I can say I wouldn't be okay with it, but I have been that person for a man. Like got married and I was the friend.
You still around?
Well, it's so weird. I guess it's another double standard. I personally wouldn't be okay with it, which is why, in my defense, when he was like, "No, I don't care. You're my friend. Like we just friends now." I'm like, "Well, you gotta understand where she's coming from, because I wouldn't be okay with it." But he was so hell bent on, since we hadn't done nothing in some odd years, and we didn't look at each other like that, that we were still just cool. So I maybe I should just plead the fifth.
Jalen, I got a question for you though.
Okay.
When y'all past being intimate and you were just being a friend, did y'all ever cross the line as far as talking about certain things, rekindling certain things, flirting, anything like that? Or would you consider it a real friendship?
It did get platonic for me, because once I no longer like you like that, I no longer like you. There isn't you can't flirt with me like that. And honestly, he lived in a different state. So at that time, we didn't even have any physical contact or anything like that. It was really, it's sad to say, but we really rekindled and started back being friends once him and her were about to get a divorce. And he called me to like pray with him, honestly. So it was more so talks of, it was, y'all, let me finish the story. It was really him calling, like, I know you, my spiritual friend. I know if anybody going to give me some unbiased, advice, Frank, turn back around. It was more so that. And I can honestly say, Frank, we didn't, to answer your question, we didn't cross any lines. The few conversations that we did have, we talk maybe once every month. If for like over a course of 6 months, we talk like once a month. It was genuinely me just listening to him vent, me just like, well, hey, you got to see things. I'm a woman, so let me come to her defense and kind of give you a different perspective. It was really that. It didn't go past that. But I did say, I don't need her finding my number in the call log, calling me now, because it ain't nothing like that. So if she's don't know you talking to me, we don't need to be talking.
He out of town, right?
That Frank
he out of town
all the way around.
But hey, Frank, though, I think the intimacy got to be based on good terms, because I was doing my thing, and halfway through I was like, yeah, we can't be nothing but friends after this, because this is like no good.
Wait, hold up.
That's another segment, Tim.
Hold up. Let me go back to Jada for a minute.
Please.
She started the whole thing by saying it was platonic for me.
It was platonic for the both of us. He never.
Okay, that ain't what you said though.
He never flirted with me. Honest to God, he never flirted or anything. The man honestly was like, I'm about to be depressed. I'm about to break down. You the only friend I know that saves. So I need some.
You the only friend he know that save.
Or are you the only friend that's accessible and willing to talk to him as a married man?
Well, we hadn't talked in 2-3 years.
But you picked that phone up though. I'm going on.
I did, because I didn't know the number.
I don't know, Jayla. This just sound.
I would tell you if the man flirted with me. I promise the guy he didn't. But I'm still saying that I agree with you. No, I wouldn't personally I wouldn't be okay if
Okay, so my question is, and this might be diving into something else. If you would not be okay with that, then why would you sow that seed in someone else's relationship?
I wasn't sowing no seeds now.
Yes, you was. Yes, you was. You did something. You did something with someone that you wouldn't want done to you.
Not necessarily.
Yes, you did.
No.
What if it was hold up. What
Get
if
her,
it was
Frank.
your husband? What if it was your husband that called another woman?
My ex-husband.
See that? See,
So you saying I should have just been like, no, you're still legally married, so now I call somebody else. This should have been the appropriate response. Okay.
yes.
I mean, okay. No argument.
Yeah, be direct, man. Be direct with him and just let him know. Like he ain't gonna cry about it. He might have been through a depressed state or whatever, but that wasn't his first time being depressed. He just reached out to you because it was comfortable.
And that may be true, but hey, I mean, they still married now, and I ain't heard from them. So I guess the Lord stepped right on in. I don't know.
Sound like
That was so churchy. The Lord stepped right on in. Listen. We going over time that I didn't intend to do. Past 90 minutes tonight, but this has been so amazing. Everyone's perspectives have been absolutely amazing on We Be Tripping Part 2. I'm gonna tell y'all now, I'm gonna do Part 3 next Wednesday. I already got it planned out. It's gonna be juicy, it's gonna be good. Let me ask one last question as we get ready to close, because I don't want to hold y'all all night. Let's end on this question. What do you think the biggest obstacle for modern day relationships is? What do you think the biggest obstacle for modern day relationships is today? And I want everybody to answer.
People are expecting things from the opposite sex that they can't do for themselves. Either that, or you have, not to jump on the women, or you have women wanting a traditional man with untraditional ways that they go about doing things.
Woo!
So it's like a give or take thing. You can't expect something of me and then show me something that's totally different than what you expecting of me. That's the issue with most relationships in my eyes.
Modern women want traditional men.
With modern exes.
My God, tonight. Go ahead.
I think the communication piece is kind of blurred right now because, like I said, I grew up in the 80s. You know, most of my successful relationships was when I was a kid. No, I'm just playing. But I remember growing up in the 90s, right? And we really didn't have a DM. You know, we had beepers, and if you didn't pick up the phone and have a conversation, you couldn't text it. You know what I mean? And so now our means of communication is through a text, through a DM. We don't know how to sit down and communicate without trying to win. You say,
that's good.
You understand? Like, who gonna win this argument or who gonna win this conversation? You know, and I think we got to get back to telephone calls. I think we got to get back to meetups. I think we got to get back to consistent communication on a daily basis. If you're serious, now if you're playing games, do your thing. But if you're saying I want to be in a committed relationship with this person, we gotta lift up the standard of communication to how it once was. And I know I sound old school and ancient, but it's a text versus a call. I'm gonna go with the call because that text, you don't really know that energy behind that text. You can say I didn't mean that. You read it wrong. Okay, Nick will pick up the phone so we can talk. We can get this over with right now.
You are very old school, Tim, in your thought process.
I am ancient, my bad.
And let me tell you, when I hear people, and I'm not disagreeing, but this is just a thought process that I go through when people say the text is messing up communication. Well, before people had phones, people fell in love through love letters. People had whole relationships exchanging letters. So I think both have their place. I do think if you have access to talk, you should indeed. But yeah, if it's textable, don't call me. But yeah,
I,
go
I,
ahead. Then I'm gonna let the ladies answer. We gonna get out. Go ahead, money.
all right, cool. Yeah, I wanted to add one more thing outside of the whole traditional. You wanting something traditional, but then yet living with the whole modern thing. The other part of it that I want to say something about definitely before I get out of here is stop being unrealistic. Stop being unrealistic and understand where you are. With for lack of a better term, we'll use it for your sexual marketplace value. Understand where you are. Don't be asking for stuff that you know is not obtainable for you. What I mean is your look, your stature, a man, as far as you are able to provide. We all understand as men, there's certain women that we can have, and there's certain women that we might feel out of our league. Most women don't feel like nobody's out of their league, no matter what part of the scale that they're on. So we need to start being honest with ourselves, stop gassing people, and just understand where our marketplace value is. What's
You
obtainable
rough money.
and what's not. I'm just being real.
Real quick. My sister said that's my sister, y'all. Hey, J Ray. Uh, Jessica said she been thinking about what Rika said, and it's more so that she thinks Rika does not trust women, and not her not trusting her man. Rika, would you speak to that? Just your process, your thinking on it.
I would have to agree to a certain extent. I don't trust women because I just know how we can be. We can be so nurturing and so caring, and at the same time low key be putting out signals like, okay, I'm interested, but I'm not really interested, if that makes sense. So I can agree with her statement. It's not I don't trust my man, it's I don't trust these women. Cause honey, like she said, women out here are savage. They are savage.
Rika, you got this defined, clear, like crystal clear radio voice that just so distinct. I just like hearing you talk. Just I can listen to you talk all day. But okay, go ahead. Answer the last question for tonight.
Okay, I think it's three things: expectations, society, which would be social media as well, and just the different opinions. There's so many opinions out here. There's so many different kinds of relationships. There's all these mixed emotions about everything. Sometimes I feel like, we don't really know we know what we want, but we don't really know what we want because there's so much going on, especially with social media, and TV and the way podcasting, there's so many opinions out here. We're just going with the flow of things at this point.
All right, I feel you. I feel you. Uh Mariah or Jalen, y'all tackle it next. Mariah.
I'll go. I'm gonna kind of piggyback on everybody. I feel like communication for sure. I feel like communication is definitely most important in any relationship, friendships, relationships, businesses, anything. But I think the number one thing is people trying to live like what they see. That girl's man proposed to her in Jamaica on a jet ski with muscles and a $20,000 ring, and you expect your man to do that, and if he doesn't, he's less than. or this girl has a BBL and she's fine and y'all had 3 kids with no good and you expect your woman to be like that. I think it's the pressure of social media, like you said, as far as society, that really is weighing on a lot of relationships. I honestly think social media is breaking up a lot of relationships. It brings people together, but it also separates people because, like you said, expectations, and then not knowing how to communicate because of the DMs and because of, oh, I don't even have to shoot my shot. I can just go through and double tap 72 pictures to get your attention. You know what I mean? Like, men don't even know how to court women or to come on to women anymore because they can just go on social media and just shoot their shot. I'm not saying that men don't, Tim. I'm just saying that because there are a lot of men who know how to be gentlemen and know how to be men. But I'm saying,
Thank you.
yeah, it really is. It's really a lot of good men out here, but we ain't gonna talk about this tonight. But I feel like communication and just expecting your life to be like everybody else's, well, that's not the reality. And let's be honest, most people who life that we see on social media isn't a reality, you know. So I just think that's kind of how I feel about it. Trust has always been an issue in people's lives, so that I won't say that, but you know, I'm done with it.
Hey, Mariah, I'm gonna send you the newest Wild Gospel Worship CD.
What?
Yeah, she got to get that out of her system. It's just, she going through.
Jada?
Well, yeah, I couldn't agree more with what literally everybody has said. So I guess I'll add something. I think modern day, I think we have to stop thinking that good woman or that good man you have is going to come around again. I think because we live in a social media era where you feel like, oh, girl, I'll find another you tomorrow. You kind of may not. Same with women. We feel like, oh, he's a good man, but girl, it's 50 billion men in the world. And sometimes that's just really not the case. There are other people, but that doesn't mean that this one person that's in front of you, you're going to find them again. And I think because of the culture we live in, you just feel like I can go anywhere and get this same thing again when that's not the case.
Yeah. I wanna piggyback off of that and say that I certainly think that one of the biggest obstacles is because, as Money said earlier, we do indeed feel like we have access to everyone. So with that comes the feeling that everyone in our life is replaceable. That everyone can be replaced, that just like she does certain things for you, another woman will do those certain things for you. But that's not always the case. Everybody is not replaceable. All of us probably on this panel probably could think back to someone that was really good for our life. That's been hard to duplicate. There's certain people you only come across honestly once in a lifetime when it comes to friendships, when it comes to relationships, or when it comes to everything in your life. So I think we need to be careful and really truly appreciate the places and the things certain people bring into our life. Man, this has been, frankly speaking, it's been an amazing show. I'm gonna let everybody give out their social media handle right quick, and then I'll close out. Just tell the people where to reach you and how to network with you, y'all, right quick around the room.
I'll go first. Jalen Ball, of course, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. It's absolutely J _ and you can also visit my website, Meet Plain Jane. That's MEETPLAINJANE.com. So yeah, keep up with me.
All right. Mo?
Hey, you guys, you can follow me on Instagram at Catch Mo if you can, and my boutique is Blossom by Mariah. Facebook is Mariah Mullins. It was fun. I had a lot of fun.
It has been fun. Rick?
You can follow me on everywhere at ricanadine.com. I said ricanadine.com. Rika Nadine. And you can check me out on my website at ricanadine.com.
What was your boutique again, Mariah?
Mariah, she said, what was your boutique again?
Blossom by Mariah.
Money.
Instagram, Money AMG. That's what I got for you. Money AMG on Instagram. No underscores. No, yeah. Oh, it's a dot, ain't it? So it's money dot AMG is what it is.
Tim.
Y'all can follow. Well, my name is pretty much the same no matter where you go. I think it's Tim D. Clinton. Listen, don't follow none of the ladies. Just follow me and Money tonight. Now, if you allow me next week to come on, and we do our thing, cool. I appreciate you for just I'm 2 straight weeks.
Yeah,
me
man.
And so ladies, I'm following all the ladies too. Mariah, Rick, I got you. Money, you don't follow me, man?
Oh no, man.
We gotta stay connected. I like saying because Ray the man. Hey Ray, this about to get real big though. I really feel it. I don't know what I don't know what you got going on. I don't know what your plan is, but this is absolutely incredible. I've been doing this for a long time, and I really haven't really seen too many stages like this where it was like sincere transparency, and we wasn't trying to sell hearts or get likes or get followers. We just spoke our truth and lay it with whatever, let people feel how they want to feel. This is dope. Do not stop. Keep it going. Even if I ain't even on here, I'm going to support you. I'm going to buy the product. And so everybody on here, whatever the page is, I need y'all to start sharing it. Get your people in the room. Because when he get big, he's saying y'all names now. He ain't going to be able to say y'all names in the next couple of years when you're on national TV doing this thing. So again, Frank, all the ladies, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
Man, I receive all of that, Tim. Thank you for speaking life and your encouragement. Appreciate your support. Everybody on the panel, man, you've been great. I appreciate you tonight. I am Frank Ray III. I am the host of Frankly Speaking. If this is your first time on the show and you don't follow me, you can check out my website, soveryfrank.com. There are 3 personalities of me on there. You got Frank, Frankly Speaking, you got Frank the Foodie, and you have FR3 Ministries that you can all view those different 3 things that I do. Follow me on my Facebook page if we're not already friends. I'm in my friend limit, so you got to follow me now. Follow me. We're at over 10,000 followers on Facebook. Follow me on my Instagram page, Frank Ray the number 3. Again, Frank Ray the number 3 on my Instagram page. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. I just got the notification last week before I started my 14th episode that I am now eligible for monetization. So I am a monetized channel. I'm just waiting. Hey, man, thank y'all. Thank you. I am waiting on the in the mail to come so we can get that rolling. So subscribe to the channel, man. I'm going to be putting out some new things in the next couple of weeks. I got something up my sleeve for y'all that's going to be fun, new, and innovative. Man, We Be Tripping Part 3 next Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central Time. Y'all saw the Cash App on the screen, man. I didn't say nothing about it last week because I don't do this for money, but it's always good to be a blessing. Y'all have blessed me week after week, to be honest. Someone has always sold. Someone has always given. I've been able to make upgrades because of your gifts. So since this is the 16th episode, let's do that. If you want to be a blessing, if you want to give a gift, if you want to give a donation, if you want to sow, if that's your lingo, hit the Cash App, man. Bless the Cash App with a $16 seed or a donation. I would greatly appreciate it. Jalen, Mo, Rika, Money, Tim, man, I appreciate y'all. Lady J holding it down. I gotta show her some love. She makes my life much more easier. I don't have to always be in the comments or trying to figure this or that out. So I want to appreciate her for holding it down for me in the background. Listen, man, I love y'all. And until next time, stay blessed, man. All right. Peace, y'all. We out of here.
Bye. Bye.